Hey guys, this is Courtney. Welcome back to my channel. It is time for this week's Empties. We are officially in the month of October. Can y'all believe that we have less than 3 months left until the end of 2025? Did this year just fly by, or was it just me? Like, I feel like I blinked and the year has just flown by. Like, my daughter has transitioned from preschool to kindergarten and just all the things. Like, it's just like, man, the time is flying by. So anyway, if you're interested in seeing what I finished up in September and like also what I used up for the first few days of October, and also we're going to do my September end of the month recap in this video. So we'll talk about how much I used up, like how much I want to repurchase, don't want to repurchase, etc. So if you are interested in all of that, then please stay tuned. Okay, so I think I have everything out. There's just really no way, like, because I do the melting challenge and this, I can't organize like how I used to organize, where I put like all the vendors together, and I don't love that part, but whatever. So anyway, did you guys have a great week and a great weekend? I did. As I said, this was a week of rest for me, so a weekend of rest for me. So we got like our flu shots and stuff on Friday, and so that always kind of makes me like a little tired and such the next day. So I just kind of chilled and vegged out yesterday and went to church today, and it was just a nice relaxing weekend, which, look, Lord knows I am always grateful for those, especially because we're about to enter into the pumpkin patch, Halloween, all the fall festivals season. So we have at least 2 fall festivals we're going to. One at my daughter's old school, and one that one of her best friends invited her to at her church. So we're doing those. We're going to the pumpkin patch. Of course, we're going trick-or-treating. So October is chock full of all the things. So I am certainly not going to complain when I get a weekend to just rest. So anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys did this weekend. Did y'all rest, or did you do all the things? Let me know down below. So we're going to talk first about some office melts that we have. First one we're going to talk about is this scent from Ebony and Ivory Wax Co. I got it as a sample in one of my orders back in May. This was, I think I received it May 31st, 2025. I normally just put the day that I received it. Ugh. And this is Blue Ribbon Pie Crust, okay? Is it showing up well? Can y'all see it? Yeah, Blue Ribbon Pie Crust. I have always said that I can't smell pie crust, and wax is just not something I can. Of course, my husband's watch wants to beep. Hopefully it'll stop soon. All right, we're done. I've always said that I can't smell pie crust and wax, and I can't. Like, I've never had it in a blend where I was like, oh yeah, I can definitely pick that up. It's just not something that my nose detects. And so when I got this, I was like, okay, you know, we'll warm it. Honey, you know what? We need this in a blend. Like, this is good all by itself. I'm gonna be honest. Like, all by it, don't need nothing else. I warmed this on 2 different days. It was beautiful and it lasted all day. It is just this doughy vanilla pie crust type scent, but it is beautiful. But I feel like I could add this to like the I just recorded my Ebony and Ivory fall pre-order haul, and she had this macadamia and vanilla scent that I think would go absolutely beautiful with this. And like, I don't know what else. Maybe like either pretzel or like toasted pecans. Oh yeah, but this is good. The point is, look, I'm over here coming up with blends. This is really good, and I would get a tub of this by itself. Would also love to have it mixed with something, but God, it's beautiful, okay? Then I got 3 other samples. The first one, this is from Miss Terry. I got in friend mail, and this is from Glitterati, Lucky in Love. Blood orange, bergamot, nectarine, amber, cedar, and musk. It's from April of 2025. This was pretty in the bag. I didn't get much from it. I'm grateful to Terry for me being able to try a little bit more of Glitterati, because I don't think it performs very well for me. So, you know, which, look, I am not complaining. Last thing I need is another vendor whose wax I love. I don't need that. Okay, then I warmed a sample from Southbound in Pink Lemonade Confetti Cake. And this is pink lemonade, sweet buttery toffee with loads of sweet and slightly fruit buttercream whipped into a fluffy vanilla cake. I really enjoyed this, and to the point where I would pick up a shape bag of this like next spring/summer. It's a really pretty one. Like, I really, really enjoyed it. And I've been doing pretty good. I have not participated in too many of Rachel's. I haven't participated in like her last couple of pre-orders. She will probably have like a holiday one coming up that I will participate in. But I just haven't lately. But that is one that I would definitely pick up. Okay, then I got a Waste Not Chunk from Knowles Farm Scents that I finished. This is one I love because it's like a surprise. They don't know what's in it. It's just kind of like from their overpours. And to me, this one was like kind of cinnamony and sweet. So it definitely gave like holiday vibes, and I enjoyed it. So those are my office melts. Then we have a clam that I finished from Better Homes and Gardens in line dried linen, which is linen, cotton, grass, citrus, and white florals. I warmed this in my bathrooms and I loved it. Strong, performed great. I honestly feel like in the future, like, I don't know if I'm going to necessarily purchase vendor wax with the intention of just warming something in my bathroom. I mean, if I happen to, then sure. When I could literally just stick to like this and the wild lavender and lemonade one, like, those are great scents and they're cheap and it's perfect for the bathroom because I just want my bathroom to smell fresh and clean. So I definitely want to pick up more of this in the near future. Okay, then I have from Miss Terry, I got in friend mail. This is from that Smell Good shop. Frosted Grahams, old-fashioned graham crackers and sweet icing. This definitely smelled like that. It smelled to me like the Grahams cereal with frosting. Wasn't the strongest performer. It was definitely a softer scent. I warmed it in a crock in a bedroom, but I could still smell it the next day. So there's that. I don't know if it's something that I would pick up again. I don't always love graham cracker and wax. Like, there's one particular scent from Southbound that I love that I can't think of the name of at the moment. But it's like a s'mores beachy type of scent with graham cracker that I enjoyed. This one though, it's not something I have to have again, but it was nice enough. Then from Miss Mila with Rainbow Melts, I got this from Miss Mila in friend mail. This is Berry Spooky Zucchini, which is blueberry, wild berry mousse, and creamy zucchini bread from Rainbow Melts. This one was nice. I enjoyed it. Probably not. It's probably the blueberry, because blueberry is like blueberry and raspberry or something, right? It was very berry forward. I didn't get as much of the wild berry mousse as I would have liked to, but this was a decent medium. It was a nice blend, something that I would consider picking up again. This is from July of 2024. So hey, well over a year old, still got decent throw from it. As I keep saying, Rainbow Melts wax has longevity. You don't ever have to worry about if you ain't melted some of hers within a year. Because Mila has definitely sent me some scents from 2023, 2024, and y'all blew me out my house. Okay, next, I finished a wax cake from Southbound in lavender sweet cream. And this is vanilla, coconut, and white musk blended with lavender, buttery pastry dough, creamy vanilla custard, sweet cream, and confectioner's sugar. And I really enjoyed this. Like, as I keep saying, I do feel like Rachel's bakery bags perform better for me than her wax cakes, but this one still performed pretty well for me in my bedroom. And y'all know Rachel has my top favorite lavender. I love it. I can't get enough. I will always purchase her lavender blends if I don't purchase nothing else. Then from Knowles Farm Scents, let go my cheesecake. This is strawberry, sugar, cream, vanilla, graham cracker crust. This was quite delicious. I warmed this in my bedroom and my daughter's bedroom, and this was long lasting, like 24 plus hours. Probably one of the more authentic cheesecake scents that I have smelled in vendor wax. A lot of times I feel like cheesecake is a little too sweet. It doesn't have that tanginess that cheesecake actually does have in its taste. Travis did his thing with this one. This was poured in May 14th of 2025. I would definitely pick this up again. Okay. Then we have what we warmed with the melting challenge. And also, while I'm at it, well, I'll get to that in a second. Okay, so the 29th and the 30th. The 29th was National Coffee Day. It said melt something with coffee or found in a coffee shop. I don't drink coffee. Fun fact, I'm like caffeine sensitive, so I don't drink anything really with caffeine. I don't drink energy drinks. I don't drink I can't stand the taste of coffee. Don't really like the smell either. I'm just not so I'm one of those people, I'm just tired. There's nothing that helps wake me up, which is unfortunate. But the point is, so I didn't have anything coffee related, but they said pick something that was found in a coffee shop. So I warmed Coraline from Sassy Girl aroma. This is notes of blueberry, zucchini, vanilla bean noel, and pumpkin waffles. And this to me kind of smelled like some sort of baked good or bakery item, which I know like Starbucks, they always have like baked scones and bread and danishes. So that's what I went with. This was pretty. It struggled a little bit in my open concept. This definitely performed much better in my bedroom than it did in my open concept. But even still, I would consider picking it up again. And I got this on the 15th of May. So it had ample cure time. I just think this was not going to be a strong performer in my open concept. Okay. Then let's see. Oh, did I tell you what I warmed on? I didn't. Did I tell you what I warmed on the 30th? Where'd the scent go? Oh, here it is. Look, my bad. On the 30th was Blue Ribbon Contender. Try a baked apple pie scent. I didn't have an apple pie scent, but I had apple scents, and that's what I went with. The great thing about this melting challenge is that I make it work for me and what I have in my basket. I'm not going and pulling nothing else. So I had apple zucchini bread and I had apple pretzel bread, both from Ebony and Ivory Wax Co. Apple pretzel bread is mac apple, sweet cinnamon, vanilla, fresh baked bread, and pretzels, and then the apple zucchini bread. And I warmed both of these in my open concept together, and they were quite lovely. I picked up the apple the most, but if I had to pick one that I probably love the most out of the two, well, look, I don't know. I'm going to probably say the apple zucchini bread because y'all know how I feel about apple zucchini bread, but they perform great in my open concept. Of course, this is more apple forward. I always say when there's apple in a blend like this, that's what you're going to pick up the most, but I enjoyed them, and I would definitely pick up the apple zucchini bread again. Apple pretzel bread is a maybe. But, and I got those May 31st of 2025. Pretty strong performance. Don't really have any complaints about that. Okay, so then Patricia Gates Melting Challenge starting in October. On the 1st was, what is it? Muffin add-in. Melt a wax of the fruit that you typically bake into muffins. I did not, at that point, I had melted my blueberry scent, or I couldn't find one. So I said, well, we're going to go with apple. And so I warmed candy apple donuts. This is gifted to me by Miss Terry. This was that cute big skull. And this is glazed candy apples, agave syrup, and fried cinnamon sugar dough. I figure apple muffins in the fall are definitely popular. This was a pretty scent. I enjoyed it. It was a medium. I got more of the glazed candy apples than I did the fried cinnamon sugar dough. It was definitely a candy apple scent. It smelled like the apples that are, the candy apples that have like that red syrup around them that kind of dries and hardens into like a red candy shell. That's what this smelled like. So nice. Not one that I would pick up again, but I did enjoy it. Then on the 2nd, it said melt a wax with pear. And so I melted Slice of Paradise. Please excuse how this label looks. I wasn't double bagging at that point, and so the labels kind of got stuck together and they look crazy. This is from November of 2024. Almost a year old. This is honey spice pear and zucchini bread. This was so good. I want Travis to bring this back again because I loved it. Loved it. Huge fan of that one. Great performance. I would say I probably got a good, like, strong 6 hours before it died down to like a soft medium, but I have no complaints about that. And then on the 3rd, Boyfriend Day, it said melt a masculine scent. Y'all know I don't really have masculine scents. So I was like, well, let me find something in my basket that's like outdoorsy that'll kind of count as masculine. Because to me, outdoorsy, masculine, all the same. So I melted Salem from Dessa's Homespun Scents. And that is leaves, Macintosh apple, dewy outdoor leaves, and vanilla voodoo. Y'all, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful scent. I get, to me, the Macintosh apple and the vanilla voodoo first and foremost, followed by the leaves and the outdoor leaves. But this is a beautiful scent to the point that I want a tub of it whenever it comes back. It lasted 24 hours in my open concept. This one little bar, 24 hours. I want more. I was a huge fan of that. Speaking of, Dessa's is having her pre-order on the 11th. I would love to know if you all are participating. I definitely am. I'm getting one of her holiday loaves in the scent, I believe it's Snowed In, which is like this tree, outdoorsy kind of fruity scent. It's absolutely beautiful. And then I'm getting one of her shape bags because I've never had one and I want to have one for collector's purposes. And then I'm going to get a couple of mini loaves and tiles as well. So I made a budget and I'm sticking to it. So I'm excited about that. So anyway, that's everything that I wore for the week. And I'm going to pick out my favorites for the week, and then we're going to get into the recap. Okay, so favorites. A lot of Knowles this week. Slice of Paradise and Let Go My Cheesecake. Both favorites for me. Obviously, Salem from Dessa's Homespun Scents. Blue Ribbon Pie Crust. A shocker for me. Lavender Sweet Cream from Southbound. Like, obviously. So, those are my favorites for this week. And then, let's get into y'all. So, my phone. I have the ESPN app on my phone. And it shows me the score of my football team, my poor New Orleans Saints. Y'all, we are 0-4 so far. And it looks like we're about to be 0-5. And are we playing we're playing the Giants. We suck. Oh, God. All right. September recap. I brought in 65 items this week. Technically, I didn't bring in 65 because I think I had one pre-order that I thought was going to come in this month, but it's probably going to come in next month. Look, I don't change numbers. Once I put some on my spreadsheet and I assume where it's going to fall, I ain't moving it. So we'll assume I brought in 65 and I got out 65 items. So I broke even. As I say, I am not in a position where I am trying to reduce the size of my collection. I pretty much just want to maintain. At any given time, I normally have around 500 pieces of wax. I can fit into my storage areas, and that is what I'm comfortable with. I probably do need to get moving on tubs a little bit more than I have, though. But overall, I'm happy with what I have, so I have no complaints. So the point is, I'm not like trying to reduce. So breaking even is perfectly fine for me and my current wax goals. I used up 2 loaves, and I used up 3 tubs. I have 2 more tubs that I'm like almost done with, and they're nighttime melts. And I guess if I had really focused on it, I could have knocked them out last month, but it's fine. They're going to be knocked out this month along with some other tubs. So it is what it is. So like I said, I do probably need to get moving a little bit more in tubs because I have a lot of tubs. Tubs are what I enjoy buying the most. I just got 6 of them from Ebony and Ivory Wax Co. So I probably do need to be using up like 5 to 6 tubs a month consistently. So that's an area where I can improve. I used up 1 doggy bag from L3. And so out of the 65 items that I used, there were 24 that I said I would not repurchase, either because it was okay, but it was nothing that wowed me. And look, I got to really love you to bring you back into my collection. And there were 9 that I said, maybe, depending on what's on the pre-order list. And if I feel like giving it another go, I would pick it up again. I might not. It's kind of like I could take it or leave it. And then I had 28 items that I said, yes, I would repurchase. And I always say that is pretty good because I feel like a little bit less than half are things that I loved and enjoyed. So I'm good with that. 14 of the items I said were like high/beyond strong throw. A lot of the others were like a solid medium, which is normally what I get, and I'm not complaining about that. All right, my favorites. Ebony and Ivory. I had several from Ebony and Ivory. Blueberry zucchini bread, I loved. Zucchini bread and French toast, I loved. And her blue ribbon pie crust sample that I got. Loved all 3 of those. Okay, from Goose Creek, the candle, This Is Autumn. Huge fan of that candle. It was like this oats and leaves type scent. It's delicious. Loved it. Want to pick up at least 1 more of them. Whenever Goose Creek has a sale and they bring out more of their holiday candles. I Heard Wax. Bloom in Silence, and then my custom that I did, which is strawberry cream rolls, strawberry bread, and cookies for Aspen. So good. So good. Love both of those. Knowles. Blank Space, which is a bathroom melt that I did. The loaf I finished in Campfire Confection. Beautiful blend. Let Go My Cheesecake. And then Cake Fueled Chaos, which was like this pink sugar, coconut, and coconut milk and lavender blend. I loved all of those. Then Second and Spruce, Pumpkin Beach Party I had, which is one of my favorites. I buy it every year and warm it every year. Then Rainbow Melts, I had this blend that was like from 2023 or 2024 called Flip Flops. I think it's like coconut and vanilla. The most basic blend, but my God, it was a powerhouse and it smelled so good. Then from L3, a blend that I requested, Island Fresh Gain, Salty Sea Air, and Pineapple. love that as well. So it's always fun for me to like kind of recap the month and kind of see like, what did I enjoy? Was there like anything, like pretty much all of the blends that I love came from like my top favorite vendors, of course. So that's great. That means that I know who I enjoy wax from. But it's always fun to see, what did you use up? What did you bring in? So overall, I'm quite pleased. I think September was a great melting month, and I'm looking forward to seeing how I do for the month of October. So yeah, y'all let me know down below. For those of y'all who are like numbers people, how much did you use up in September, if you have an idea? And better yet, are you at a point in your collection where you're happy with where your collection is, and so you use up what you use up and you're not necessarily like trying to reduce? Or are you saying, girl, I got too much wax, I'm trying to knock those numbers down? Y'all let me know down in the comments below. And with that, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, I would appreciate a thumbs up. And if you like videos like this and you are not subscribed to my channel, I would absolutely love if you would decide to do so. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.